Hello and welcome back to another episode of Two Guys in a Warehouse After Hours. I'm Dylan, also on Instagram as @TGW Podcast, and we have Elliot with us.
Hey!
Again, unfortunately, somehow.
And then it's Alex.
As always, at Professor_Otaku on Instagram.
Wow.
And if you've been liking the podcast so far, please follow and subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you're listening. And
would be blessed.
Yeah. We appreciate all of you out there listening. But let's get into...
We love all of you.
Elliot.
Spreading the love.
Yeah.
Right. All the
you got to be careful, man.
Unconditional love.
If you love everybody, you love nobody.
That's not true.
What?
If you love everybody, you love everybody. You saying
but you know, like, it only goes so far, because if you can give everybody love, then everybody's the same.
All right. I accept that.
Okay, cool.
I think I hate everybody, but okay.
Oh, wow.
Everybody?
Dude.
Even us?
Yeah. That's tough, man. That was
think
hard to hear.
I like you guys.
You like us guys?
He's like, I can stand you guys.
I know. He's like, I tolerate you.
All right.
So, yeah, we had Elliot watch High School of the Dead as part of our Halloween-themed anime.
Ooh,
and we
spooky.
refreshed ourselves on it. And So, what were your initial thoughts?
Did you refresh yourself on it? You guys didn't rewatch it. You're supposed to rewatch it.
I just rewatched episode 6.
Yeah.
That's true. We did just rewatch episode 6.
That's all you need to know to figure out what the show's about.
Yeah. I liked it.
Solid show.
All right, let's end the podcast.
Well, thanks for listening. That's it. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah.
No, I thought it was. I mean, for what it's supposed to be, which is just kind of a trashy, pulpy, just kind of like horror action show. Like it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And a bit more than what I expected it to do.
Yeah.
to do.
It goes above and beyond.
It
right?
goes a bit above and beyond.
It's low key a kind of good show. Like it's like you're really interested.
If you get past the fan service of it.
Yeah.
The show itself as a zombie show is very good.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 12 episodes, and it doesn't go any more from there. There's no.
Well, the manga goes further.
The manga goes further.
Not much further. Though,
yeah, because then they took their hiatus.
Yeah, and then
the manga died. I think it was
one of the. Yeah, it's a duo. I don't remember.
Yeah, because I feel like there was all these subplots being built up throughout the show that just never had a conclusion, and characters that I felt like were going to be more effective, like they were going to be more like Mr. Shido.
Right.
Thought he was going to be a bit more into the plot, and I feel like he probably would have been if the guy didn't pass away.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but for what we got, I would say, like, obviously you have to take into consideration that it can't be finished. Like, it's the 12 episodes are what you're getting, and so with that
Plus
in mind.
an OVA.
Yeah.
But that's
it doesn't really do much.
I basically read what it was. It doesn't add anything.
Yeah.
For what we got, I mean, obviously, if it just like there's some things that need answers and there's some subplots that don't go anywhere, but understanding the circumstances of the real world, it was really good. It was it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah. No, I think they did a good job. I think it's a solid show.
It's really unique, especially for anime, because it's really one of the only anime that's like a traditional zombie. Anime.
Yeah.
Where they're just actually zombies, not like Attack on Titan. Kind of similar, but they're not really zombies. Kaminari the Iron Fortress, but they're like fire zombies.
Or like, is this a Zombie of the Dead, which is basically just a comedy about
the
people
main
who
character
live
is a zombie, and he gets a harem.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wrote down on my notes about what I really liked about the show, which is it's just it's a traditional zombie. Yeah. It's a traditional zombie show.
Like if they made a live action, that's exactly a plot that you could follow pretty much.
Yeah. Like, I always love when shows do traditional zombies. So the zombies are just walking. They're walkers. They're not running. They don't randomly get superpowers. Or they're jumping over walls. And it's just your traditional moaning, slow-walking zombie. I think that is one of the most effective ways to do zombies.
Yeah.
It's just it's something that it seems like it's survivable.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that anybody can be in that situation and survive. This is slow walking human beings, but you just start realizing it's the sheer numbers. And I liked one thing they did in the show, which was explain kind of how it could be so widespread so quickly.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons they said is because when somebody you love gets infected with that, like, you're not going to kill them.
Yeah.
Like, most people are not going to kill. Like, if my brother or my dad or anybody I was close to got infected like that, I don't think I could bring myself to kill them as a zombie.
Yeah. Would you kill me?
I'd kill you in a heartbeat.
Oh, okay.
I'd probably kill you too.
Yeah,
okay.
I consider.
I wouldn't want to live like that.
I consider you
or
murdering.
unlive like that.
I consider murdering you every day.
Oh, dang!
I had a couple close.
Good
calls.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I spent the night here, I was just kind of like holding a butter knife.
Yeah, the whole time while I was asleep.
slow, painful
Just
one.
waiting
Yeah.
for the moment. But no, I thought that was like, that's how it gets so widespread, is because it's not just like these are random monsters; these are people you loved.
Yeah.
And I think that's one way to do zombies really well, is the psychological aspect of it, of having to be like, I love this. I mean, it starts off in the first episode with Ray brown hair girl's boyfriend.
Ray Miyamoto.
What's it? What?
Ray Miyamoto.
Is that her last name?
Yeah.
I only have her first name written down. Brown haired with the boobs.
Yeah. Well, that's all. Well, they all have the boobs, but
they are basically just walking boobs.
Actually, we were just talking about that and how in episode 6, Ray's boobs were small at one point, and then she like falls on the ground, and they're instantly like 2 inches bigger.
As soon as any water gets on her, she gets slightly sweaty.
She
they
absorbs
grow.
them.
Yeah, you were saying the boobs are absorbent in the show. Is that canon?
Yes, it is canon. Those boobs are crazy, man.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a theory going around that Madhouse created a new animation technique specifically for the boob movements.
Yeah.
Is that actually
they were pretty
true.
Yeah.
Tetsuo Araki, he's a genius.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I think he did Dead or Alive as well.
Probably. Probably.
But so what were you gonna say about Ray?
Oh, I don't remember.
That she gets smacked in the first episode.
Yeah.
She gets smacked
She did,
around by
yeah.
her pimp.
Yeah, I gotta say
Pimp.
that
He's kind of a pimp, the main character.
Yeah.
yeah, I say
That's why he has a harem.
Yeah, he does.
Takashi, aka Captain Slapaho.
Oh yeah.
It is incredibly violent towards women in the show.
Yeah.
He's got
but-
to
Well, he's just
bring them back to their senses
yeah.
because they're just
Pretty
like,
much.
freaking out, and he's just
He's like, you're gonna die if you don't follow my direction.
couple smacks, a couple smacks or a boob grab, get you back.
The first episode, he witnesses. We start with the first episode. A zombie guy comes to the gate, bites one of the teachers. He witnesses it. He runs to the classroom. She and her boyfriend's in, who they're all friends, and he's like, somebody just got murdered in the front gate. And the boyfriend's like, what? Really? And she's like, what are you talking about? Then boom. Takashi's like, look, zombies. We're moving. I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
Straight up slaps her. And I think he slaps her twice. Slaps another girl another time. Grabs, what's her name? Sayako grabs her boob at one point when she's having kind of a crisis of murdering human beings, but they're actually zombies. Just grabs her tit and is basically like, get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's just the main character, man.
Yeah, exactly. He's just in charge.
Yeah, he
is.
is.
He's got control of what's going on.
Very alpha.
Yeah. I didn't care for his dub though.
The dub. I don't really remember much from the dub.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's almost the only way to watch it.
Yeah.
Especially this show.
I never tried to watch it subbed, so I can't compare it. Yeah.
I was gonna rewatch it subbed. I didn't have time, and then I was gonna watch the first 3 episodes subbed. But something's up with Hulu where the word Null null was permanently on the bottom of the screen, and it never went into high definition. It was always like in 360p.
Hulu has some of the worst subs. It kills me.
Everybody has the worst subs.
It's such a
Crunchyroll.
simple. It's simple.
Crunchyroll, yeah, Crunchyroll's not
They're
too
all
bad.
right.
Yeah.
They're all right. I like yellow subs.
Mm-hmm.
I just like
Sentai
that.
dubs or subs. I mean,
yeah. Except their high dive subs, garbage.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage. And Amazon Prime too.
Yeah.
Garbage subs.
I've never watched
Funimation. Theirs never goes into sub.
Netflix subs also garbage.
Netflix. Oh yeah.
So you say Crunchyroll's the best with subs?
Probably they just don't have yellow subs.
Yeah. No, I think Sentai home release has the best subs.
Probably.
So, yeah, that was just a trip. Like, because he smacked her. Didn't he smack her when they were on top of the building?
Oh, I don't know.
Her boyfriend.
It was after her boyfriend died.
Yeah, so on top of the building was awesome because I just rewatched this episode. So after her boyfriend gets bit, who I'm gonna say would have probably been a more interesting main character than Takashi.
Yeah.
Takashi's a boss, but he has like no personality.
Yeah, no, he's very plain.
He's too much of a boss.
Yeah, he's just like everybody loves him. Everybody wants to be him. He's super respectful, but he's also like depressed and has no girlfriend.
Orosuke?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Orosuke.
I was saying he reminds me of the Batum main character.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you did say that.
Like literally like the same character design and everything.
Yeah.
Well, he probably just a self-insert character.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
100%. And I can see that with the show. And with the show, it's not like I'm kind of fine with it being a self-insert character because it's like everybody puts themselves in that mindset of like, what would I do during the zombie apocalypse?
Smack a couple bitches.
So I'd probably smack. Probably grab a couple tits, smack some bitches, and get some guns and just shoot some zombies. It kind of is. I used to. You ever read the Zombie Survival Guide?
No.
You know about
I've
it?
heard about it, yes.
I used to. I read that in a whole book, and when I was younger, I used to fantasize about the zombie apocalypse for whatever that says about me when I was in high school. But
maybe we all did because
I feel like everyone does.
Yeah.
Maybe the next isekai will be one where you're reborn into a zombie apocalypse.
Dude, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, High School of the Dead kind of just functions as that, though.
Yeah.
With the main character being self-insert. I mean, I guess you could, like, he's like, oh, I died, and I awoken into the zombie apocalypse world.
Right.
Yeah.
But they would have to do the zombies like they did in High School of the Dead because the zombies in High School of the Dead were perfect.
Yeah.
They were perfectly done. I'm so glad. I thought it was going to be, like, I don't know, more cartoony. The zombies were going to have powers or something like that. But it was pretty straightforward.
It's a very serious, grounded show aside from
the fan service. Yeah. I mean, now you're talking about like where the zombies are fast and everything.
I
can't
Legend.
remember. Yeah, well, I think a movie touched on it. So basically, if you like right now you were to get bit in the neck and turn instantly, your body would still have all its like motor function, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just takes off the limiter.
So you would be able to run still at regular human pace,
but not too long because your muscles would not
they would tire out.
Your muscles would break down and wouldn't be healed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, at first they would be able to run fast, but then their body's going to start to decay and what do they call it when it
rigor mortis?
Yeah, rigor mortis.
I don't know if that's what it's called.
I'm pretty sure it's something like that.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
You never get into that with this show because this show only takes like the time period of like 3 days at the most. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's not even
3 days.
Is it 3?
I kind of like that they never explain like how the zombies happened either because that can be an issue with zombie shows where it's just like, oh, it's like the government was testing out some like
that's normally what it
Z
is,
drugs on some raccoons
or some corporation. Yeah.
I guess we'll never know, honestly. Well, at least for this series.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have another name for this series, which is Pantsuits versus Zombies or Panties versus Zombies.
Ooh.
So, or we can also call it yet another show that refuses to drop the Z word.
Right. You did talk about that. Yeah. I don't know why it's
You know
so
what that
hard.
reminds me of? That reminds me of Pataku, Adolescence on an Incline.
Mm-hmm.
You know the show Kids on a Slope?
No.
Okay. Well, there's an anime called Kids on the Slope, and one guy from a podcast from back in like 2013, he called it Adolescence on an Incline instead of Kids on a Kids on a Slope. So yeah. Oh, it was Holden. I couldn't remember if it was it was definitely Holden.
I think we should call it yet another show that refuses to drop the Z word.
Yeah.
Because what's up with zombie?
That sounds like an isekai title.
Coming out with quality ideas right now.
Yeah. Hopefully somebody in Japan is listening to this and like
and credits us.
Yeah.
And then makes a really
if we see next month there's an anime called Yet Another Show that refuses to drop the Z word.
Yeah.
We're suing.
Yeah. We're suing.
So the Z word, if you don't know, is zombie.
Zombie? Oh, I thought it was Zyrtec.
Oh, is it Zyrtec?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's no, fuck you. It's zombie. So zombie is a word that zombie shows don't like to say, and I don't know why.
The walkers.
The walkers.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Z's
okay.
On Z
it's
Nation.
Like, what are they like? So this show acknowledges George A. Romero at one point because Bimbo Girl Shizuki, the nurse, it goes, "Oh, this reminds him of a movie from George A. Romeo."
Yeah.
does one of those. So they acknowledge zombie movies exist. So they know they have a context for these movies, but they never call them zombies.
Yeah.
What happens in zombie shows is these people who are in modern time are just like, what are these things? Well, they walk really slow. We'll call them walkers.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they bite a lot. We'll call them biters.
Yeah.
They moan a lot. We'll call them moaners. The moaners are coming. The clickers or whatever.
Where's clickers from? Is
That's from The Last of Us.
I was going to say, I know. I just
The
Which
dead.
those are technically mushroom people, but whatever.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
I like mushroom zombies.
Yeah, it sounds really weird. What was that one zombie movie we watched? Remember where like at the end they're in the ambulance and the zombies are surrounding them and
Zombieland?
No, it wasn't Zombieland. This
Zombieland?
was an older, like a B-rated zombie movie.
Shout out to Zombieland 2 coming out.
Oh, I know. I can't wait for that.
Trailer sucks, but I hope the show's
Ooh,
good.
That hurts.
Yeah,
Dang.
the trailer sucks. I'm sorry.
Don't tell me that.
I didn't laugh
Don't
once.
tell me that.
I thought it looked pretty good.
It doesn't mean the movie's gonna be bad. It's just like the trailer wasn't
No,
good.
it's going to be bad now. I've never seen a movie have a bad trailer be good.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Apparently,
Did
John.
you think it was bad?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
Yeah.
Apparently, John Carter was good, and that had an awful trailer. So
John Carter?
Yeah.
Oh, John Carter was good.
yeah, that had a
I
terrible
don't know if I
trailer.
watched that.
Dang.
John Wick.
Ooh, John Wick.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I still haven't watched the third one. Yeah. So, zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Back
so
to
you're
zombies.
saying they never use the Z word.
Do zombies have rights?
Well, this
course not.
is touched upon in this show.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the
protest.
We just saw that.
The protests that were organized in an
saw
hour.
Yeah, the protest organized. So the zombie.
They just thought they were people, right? They didn't know they were like infected, or did they already know that?
I don't know. They called them infected.
Okay,
Remember, they
so-
said infected are people too. That was one of the
Yeah.
signs that were held up.
Jeez.
So I mean, kind of a self-defeating
Because
statement.
they don't say
Yeah.
the Z word.
They don't say the Z word. They call them infected, and they just call them them in this show.
Them.
Yeah, they're like them
Protect their
are coming.
pronouns.
Protect
Yeah.
them.
Wow.
Yeah, there's. It's also touched on in the final episode, a bit, or close to the final episode, where people they go to Saya
Seiko?
Takagi.
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 Her house where her parents are still alive.
Yeah.
And they're like super uber rich people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wealthy and have everything locked down. Weren't
Yeah.
they? Well, no, that's a spoiler. Never mind.
Are we into spoilers?
No.
Who cares?
I mean, I
been,
guess
it's
yeah.
been 10 years, basically.
Yeah, true.
Can we? All right. Are we
Yeah.
announcing spoilers?
Everybody
Go for
dies.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Warning spoilers.
Or we're doing a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So you want to know why I do that?
Yeah.
Because I've been listening to podcasts that when they're like spoiler warning, then they immediately say the spoiler.
Yeah.
And I'm like rushing. I'm like in the middle of doing something. I'm rushing to my computer to click the space. I'm like, no!
Diving through the air.
They're like, yeah. So Bruce Willis was the ghost the whole time. I'm like, no.
Oh, God.
So there's a couple podcasts who recognize this because they've also had that issue where, like, yeah, give a bit of a countdown.
Yeah.
So this is even
No,
more,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so this is even more of a countdown because we still haven't said any spoilers. So at the end of the show, there's like a small subsect of the people who are staying at the Takagi
Takagi's-
mansion,
Yeah.
who think the infected are like killing them is murder, like think they can be cured.
Yeah.
And so that was like an interesting part of the show where it's
Wasn't her dad in the government or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a politician.
Something
Yeah.
like that. He was kind of a badass.
Yeah.
If I remember that final episode was really fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was great.
Would have set up the second
Super.
Yeah, so many
cliffhanger.
things I want to
Yeah.
know. But I think back to the first episode. So they introduce a character called Mr. Shido, and they don't really do much with him.
Yeah. There's probably
yeah.
not much they could have.
I don't know. They set him up as just like kind of like this fearsome cult type leader. So there's
Wasn't he a teacher?
Yes,
he was.
Yeah.
So when they were escaping the school, and they get onto the bus, Mr. Shido he's a teacher there, and he has a group of students that he leads to the bus as well. And on the way to the bus, pretty much sets up that he's a pretty evil dude pretty quickly. One of the kids trips and falls behind him, and he says, "Mr. Shido, I need you to help me." And he just kicks him right in the face.
Oh
And
yeah,
like,
he just let him.
He's like,
yeah.
"I'm sorry about that."
I remember. Yeah, I remember that now.
And
Yeah.
the kid starts crying, and these zombies. I was actually kind of disturbing when I was first watching it. It was pretty
Yeah.
effective
Yeah.
watching this kid just like like kind of the realization that he was about to die. This guy that he entrusted with his life was just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And
Just throw him to the
Survival
curb.
of the fittest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the zombies come, they devour him, and then Ray is immediately like disgusted by Mr. Shido. And she's like telling him to take off without the other students and Mr. Shido. So my assumption was that he is a rapist. Like probably that's probably what happened.
There's something that
was
wrong with him.
Well, you find out later it's not. He's twisted. He's like he basically starts like all the students he saved. He gets like a god complex.
He's like controlling them and everything, right? Yep.
He's like, there needs to be a leader.
Yeah.
He's like, we need to
And
elect a
obviously,
leader. He wanted to be that leader.
Yeah.
Or he took that role upon himself.
Yeah. We need to elect someone to make it seem democratic, but you all better vote for me, and if whoever doesn't is getting fed.
Yeah.
I mean,
effective method.
There's a point of the show where one of the kids must have backtalked him, and he's just has him outside the bus. It just cuts to him having him outside the bus. He's like, I'm sorry, I backtalked you. Sorry, Mr. Shido. And he's going back to his weird orgy thing that he's been developing with it's obviously like sexual stuff is going on with him and all the students he'd rescued.
Yeah, exactly.
So apparently I was reading in the Wikipedia that he like encourages them to have orgies and stuff like that.
Really?
I don't know if that's in the manga, but
it probably is. The manga would be way worse than what the anime would show.
Oh yeah,
it always
for sure.
is.
It has. Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, there's a lot more constraint on the anime.
Yeah, manga definitely tends to be
a little more free.
Oh yes.
I should read the manga.
So what would you like rate the show?
Yeah,
just like out of 10.
Keeping in mind that it's not a complete series.
It's not. Well, keeping in mind it's not a complete series, and I would say, like, if I was taking it as it just ended, it would be a lot lower. But taking into consideration, like, the guy died and they weren't able to finish it, I'd give it like a low 7.
Yeah, I'd give it a low 7. A really like entertaining low 7.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. It's
like
just entertainment.
It's entertaining, but you're not getting much deeper than that. Anytime there's like anything deep being said, it's immediately interrupted with like fan service.
Yes.
So
I
mean, for the first episode, there's like when the zombie is about to kill Ray, it immediately zooms in onto her panty and her butt is like
yeah. For the record, I'd rate it probably a 7.2.
Yeah.
It's definitely fun to watch though.
I forgot we didn't touch upon when
and Mal has it rated at a 7.3.
Mal does have it rated pretty low.
What is Mal?
My anime list.
Okay.
It's where everybody scores their anime.
Yeah, and keeps track of what they're watching, what they watch.
Animes.
I need to get on there.
No, yeah, you do actually.
No, when Takashi used Ray as a, what was it? To put his gun on.
Like a bipod, basically.
Yeah. So I was gonna.
Between her tits. Right?
Yeah. I forgot we didn't mention that, or when Saeko dodges the bullets with her boobs.
I was gonna mention that because that's like the most memorable scene for me.
That is the most memorable.
So there was kind of ups and downs for me while watching this because at first, the first 3 episodes, I was kind of like, oh, there's like a little bit of fan service here, but it's still like a serious zombie show. And then episode 6 happened, which we just rewatched, which half the episode is them, all the girls in a bathtub.
It's literally half. It's like a whole separate story from
it's a recovery
the main
episode,
character.
You know?
Yeah,
to recover your soul.
I don't know.
It all depends.
It's to keep your attention.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll just sprinkle a lot right here, in the center, so that way
it was really compressed.
Keep interested.
It was really compressed because it never got that far again. I mean, there's Psycho and her apron and panties.
Yes.
It's like
very nice.
Oh my gosh. There's like so many shots where I'm just like, okay, damn.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like super in.
Oh, like damn, like you were into it.
Yeah. Like this is really deep right now. It's really talking about the plight of women and just how like men just want them back in the kitchen. And Sayako's like, no, I'm gonna wear the apron and the panties and kill the zombies.
Yeah.
And I respect
she's
that.
badass.
I respect that.
Independent. Very independent character.
No, she is.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's probably the best out of all the other.
I'd agree.
characters.
Like I like her personality the most.
Yeah. So
Is that your waifu, Elliot?
No, yeah, like for looks wise and that, but I disagree. Pink-haired girl is the best character and maybe the only character.
Maybe the only character.
Yes, maybe literally the only person who has a character other than Mr. Shido.
He likes the tsundere.
He likes the twin tails. Twin tail tsundere
It
types.
has nothing to do with her looks. I only look at personality.
She does have a lot
That's
of
so
personality.
big of you.
She has the most personality because Takashi is a self-insert character.
Yes.
Rei is the self-insert character's like love interest. Like that's all she really is. Saeko is like the quiet badass girl. Suzuku is literally boobs. Suzuka,
Yes.
Shizuka.
The nurse.
The nurse.
The nurse with the big boobs.
The nurse is literally
Shizuka.
boobs. The younger girl they rescue at some point is just younger girl. And Mr. Shido is like a creep, but he's never expanded upon. And Koda, Hirano, is pretty good as well. He's also up there.
He's probably one of my favorite characters.
He's hilarious.
He is. He really makes the show. Actually.
Yeah, he does.
His love for guns.
He's the comedic relief.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But he's super entertaining and actually kind of badass.
No, yeah, exactly.
He knows a lot about guns. Like I learned stuff about guns.
He's
watching
a
the show.
card-carrying member of the NRA.
He's a school shooter.
He's a gun, he's a gun otaku. He does have the trench coat.
He has the trench coat. He's a nerd. He got bullied in school, and he's obsessed with guns. What is this?
Yes. He might have been a neat.
Hikikomori?
Hikikomori?
No, it was hilarious, though, to watch him just, like, spaz out about guns. And then when he's in the room with Takashi, and Takashi points the shotgun at him, he's like, "No, what are you doing? You never do that!" Like freaking out, and he's like, "Roger that."
Or he's just like hey, so he points the gun at him, and he's like, "If you ever point a gun at somebody, make sure you do it to kill."
Yeah, sure you shoot to kill.
He has another good quote, which is when he gets the, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that." I'm so sorry.
My gosh.
Two cell phones are going off.
Dylan, you should know better.
I turned it down.
Hold on. You should turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm turning mine off. When he's gets the nail gun in the first episode, or maybe it's the second episode. I think it's the second episode, and he puts it all together, DIYs it with all the tape and the eraser, and makes himself like a gun out of the nail gun.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, you look like you know what you're doing right there. He's like, I think I found my calling.
So I was just reading something. Yeah. I didn't even realize it, but like now that I see it, it's like, oh wow, it makes sense. Hirano, he's based on the mangaka for Hellsing and Drifters.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Okay.
It's the same name. Basically, I think
it is the same name.
I think it's one letter that's different.
One letter.
I did not even realize that. And he
that's pretty awesome.
The mangaka for High School of the Dead is like, yeah, we're gonna reference him.
Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And he referenced like the fact that he's in the Hellsing manga.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like,
wow.
Nah, if you excuse me, I have to go kill some zombies at school.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It looks like him.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
So he's the only other one who's kind of a character. So him and Takagi? Yeah, Takagi.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably has the most going on with her like being this uber intelligent like girl and being stuck in this situation and having to deal with like just like somebody who has control of everything constantly, of suddenly all the stuff coming out of control of her life, and having to tie herself to Hirano, who like, you know, they make a great couple. And
all I remember is like she was just really annoying. She was like the second most annoying.
Yeah,
behind Rei.
Well, she was annoying.
Rei was the most annoying.
Most tsunderes are though.
That's true. But sometimes they hit. Kurosumaki
praising her. Yeah,
praise.
She's not like a great character, but like once again, she's like the only character.
Yeah, it's hard to say like because this show is.
Well,
it is what it is.
It's personality is personality, whether
that's
it's
true.
Annoying or not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because Takeshi, especially, he's just very hollow. Rei is pretty
hollow. They're
selfish.
Yeah. It reminds me of the main character of Tokyo Ravens. Very just plain.
Yeah. And that's like a light novel adaptation, so it's definitely a self-insert character.
Yeah. I feel like it's like a lot of characters, just like Takashi in anime.
Kirito. SAO.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Batum.
Yeah,
as well.
The guy from Batum.
Same.
Pretty much any action or adventure anime is going to be a self-insert.
No,
For the most part.
no,
Yeah.
not to this degree, because this is literally just a hollow shell of just
is-
like
Oh,
somebody
him,
you
yeah,
can totally insert yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
So he always like describe Takashi's personality with like 3 words.
Always depressed.
He's not though.
Plain, boring, simple.
Yeah.
I would say he's courageous. He's nice.
Yeah.
And he's good.
He's good.
He's
Is
definitely
good
nice.
an adjective?
He's good.
He's good.
Yeah. Good's an adjective.
I don't know. Asking too much from me right now.
Yeah. He's a quality person.
He's just like nice guy. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm a nice guy.
He's the main character of a harem anime.
Yeah.
He is what you'd expect him to be.
It's like
Yeah.
let's say like Naruto. Like you can have a lot more descriptions for Naruto and for
Yeah.
Goku
Oh, yeah.
as well. Like and trying to think who else. But the character from Batum probably has more personality than Takashi does,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh, yeah. He definitely does.
Yeah, I would agree.
But so there's really only like 2 characters you can like
Get attached to.
Yeah.
not get attached to, because you can get attached to Takashi because he's a self-insert character, but that are like unique, that you can view them as like actual characters. And
Yeah, like a real life person, not an
Yeah.
obviously anime trope.
Exactly.
Uh,
Like Shizuka
girl,
the
yeah.
nurse. Like there's like what
Yeah.
is this?
Literally
yeah,
nothing to
she like pretty much was a child.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, what's Shizuka's personality? It's like boobs.
Boobs.
Yeah.
Same time. There's a couple quotes I really like from the couple episodes I wrote down. From the first episode, there's these 2 girls running and holding hands together, being like, "You're like my best friend, and I like totally love you. Oh my gosh!" And then one of them gets grabbed by a zombie and holding onto her arm, and she's just like, "Let go of me,
Oh,
damn it,
yeah.
bitch! I said
was-
let
yeah.
go."
That was a huge
Yeah.
like change.
I know.
We're best friends.
remember- yeah.
Nah, dude. Not
Dude,
even.
no, that's crazy. It's like
That's how
like-
it would be though.
yeah,
That's
there's gotta
exactly
be
how it would
people
be.
like that. Yeah.
I'm not sure if they just say it just like that, but they'd be like, "I'm not gonna help you." I
Yeah.
gotta go."
It's like, damn
That was
it,
like
bitch!
my
I said let
situation.
go.
That was like
Yeah.
my situation at the beach.
Oh, don't. You said you wouldn't bring that up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Bring
What
it up.
happened at the beach, Dylan?
Well,
Don't do it.
I'm just gonna say someone.
Okay.
Yeah, I was with someone and they almost drowned at the beach while we were in the riptide.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and I had to like hold him up until the lifeguard came.
really?
Yeah.
I've never actually been with somebody who was drowning.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty crazy.
I have never.
I've actually, I've never.
I don't know
seen
what
that.
I would do. It's just like
I know.
it's kind of weird.
I was just like, oh crap, like this guy
you just
needs
swim
help.
with
Like,
the. You just swim with the current.
yeah,
Every year, people drown at wave pools at amusement parks, and I've never seen
yeah,
it.
You just swim. You know.
Yeah.
Float.
yeah. Pretty much, the current's just gonna take you back in at some point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're done with your
Yeah,
Dylan's
yeah.
life and death, life or death situation.
Always something crazy going on.
Always something.
What's up with the weird credits thing?
What do you mean?
Okay, so where there's like, usually this is the first anime I've ever seen that has done
Okay.
this, where it's like there's the credits, and after the credits is 4 more minutes of the episode.
Oh,
It's
yeah. I've seen other shows do it.
I don't know if it's because they want like a rest period to change the tone.
Yeah.
Because like when this last episode ended, how did it end before the credits? I can't remember.
Oh no,
Because I remember it being kind of
it
different in
connected
tone.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Basically,
it just continued.
Yeah.
The story.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just some anime do it.
Actually,
I think Attack on Titan's done it once or twice.
I
Probably
don't remember
a few
Attack on
times.
Titan like
I
maybe
think it was the
a
last
few special episodes.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
it was
no,
like-
I feel like a lot of the popular anime, there's a couple episodes.
Well, I
that
mean, this
will-
guy, the director for High School of the Dead, is also the director for Attack on Titan. I think he does it in his shows.
Okay.
Yeah, probably just to keep people interested. He does a lot of
Yeah.
cliffhangers. It's just kind of his style.
I kind of like it, but I
Yeah.
didn't know what was happening at first, so I skipped the first 2 episodes.
Could you
If skip
imagine
the
watching
ending
it?
theme? You gotta listen. You gotta experience the whole anime. You can't just skip
yeah.
the opening or ending theme. I highly disrespect.
Could you imagine watching that though? Like a
Weekly?
weekly, and
Oh, yeah.
and you didn't know that it had that extra ending, and every time you came back, you're like, what the heck? Like, I totally thought this ended differently.
I feel like that's happened to me before,
Yeah.
where I just would skip it because I'm like, I don't really care.
Oh yeah, no, there's like a lot of context and character building moments they have in that last 3 minutes that
Yeah.
that I skipped for the first 2 episodes till I like I let the one episode play out where I realized, wait a second, there's like 5 more minutes. What is
I was
going
saying,
on?
you would notice that.
It's kind of like a movie that ends, and there's like
I
an
hate
end
when they do
with-
after credits. I hate that stuff.
because you have to sit through all the credits for.
Well, especially for movie. Like for an anime, it's like, okay, I'll just fast forward to past the ending if it's not
that's
good.
if you're not watching it. Yeah.
But for a movie, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so the other moment that really stuck out into my mind, which you mentioned briefly, which I feel like is probably I don't know this for a fact. I feel like this is probably the most famous scene in the entire show, which is the sniper rifle balanced on Ray's boobs.
For sure. Yeah.
Is that the where he's firing it, and
Yeah.
every time the recoil is making her tits jiggle, and while Psycho is out there with a samurai blade, decapitating zombies, and the bullet flies in between her boobs as one flops this way, one flops the other way, and this is what I was saying. It was so the first 3 episodes, I thought it was going to be a relatively like there's going to be some fan service, but it was also going to be like relatively like a serious show.
Yeah.
And then episode 6 happens, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not supposed to take this seriously at all.
Yeah.
Apparently. Like, I enjoyed what was happening in episode 6, which is basically just naked girls rubbing each other with lotion.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like
Splashing bath water. And,
between the boobs.
yeah.
Stop it!
It was like.
Always so much.
And I get to that episode, and I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to take this seriously, like, at all. And it actually, I thought the contrast at first was like I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was too much. But then I get to, I think, once Ray is on the ground and he grabs her and slams his gun against her boobs and starts using it to balance the fire, I kind of accepted it more.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, okay, like this is, I get what's happening.
Yeah.
It's very well incorporated.
Yeah. No, I mean, for what it is, they do a pretty good job of incorporating it into the storyline. Like,
boob
okay,
animations.
he needs a stable platform. Well, might as well just use the boobs.
Might as well slam his gun against her boobs.
We can just throw more fan service in there and keep people happy and interested.
Yeah.
It's a hot scene.
Yeah.
You got the 3 most important components, right? The zombies, the gun, and the boobs.
Yeah.
That's the show.
That is the show.
Yeah,
That really is the show.
Yeah, pretty
Panties
much.
versus zombies.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's probably the most iconic scene from
I
that
feel like
show.
it is. When
I'm
I
pretty
saw
sure
it,
it was like memed.
yeah, when I saw it, I feel like this has to be like the most iconic scene.
Yeah,
It's so
it
ridiculous, and it kind of made me understand the show a lot more. Weirdly enough, it kind of just like brought the whole show together. I was like, okay, I'm done trying to like analyze this as like a horror show.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm also like done going in between. Should I jack off or should I watch it? And it kind
Go
of
like an episode or two, and you're like, all right, I gotta take a break.
it kind of just merged those two together so nicely. Where actually it was kind of like weirdly a genius scene. Like if you wanted to have all that fan service and also wanted to be a serious zombie show, for some reason that scene merges both of those together like perfectly.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I accepted High School of Zombies for what it is, even though they refused to say zombies. And
The C word. Ooh.
I called it High School of
yeah.
Zombies, High School of the Dead. Sorry.
Yeah. High school.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
I get you.
So I enjoy the show. I think a 7, like a low 7 is what I'd give it.
That's a fair score.
I'll just give it a 10 out of 10 now.
You're just like, I just got to go against everybody.
Yeah. I got to give it the highest.
Dude,
highest
you should post that on your Instagram. High School of the Dead is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
I'll do it. I don't have shame.
Without the context of the creator dying, it's definitely like a lower score because there's just so many things set up that just don't go anywhere.
It's hard to like. It's hard to recommend it because then it's like, dang, there's never going to be a sequel to this because it is a good show.
I remember when I first watched it, just asking you all the time, like, "Yo, when's the next season coming out?" You're like, "I haven't heard anything."
It was never going to come back. And then that guy at Katsucon told us that it was coming back. I'm like, this guy's full of shit.
I
know it's not coming back. It's like they haven't worked on it for 2 years at that time, and then the artist was already doing another series.
Yeah.
So you can just watch Tri-Age X or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's by Sentai too.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to that
I
show.
haven't watched that.
It's like assassins and boobs. endings.
Oh, okay.
But I guess we'll probably finish up the our super deep analysis
It was the
of
deepest-
High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Probably the deepest of reviews.
It's the
was.
only review you need for the show. Like,
Yeah,
tell your
pretty
friends.
Yes.
I'll.
Can't find any decent ones on YouTube, anyways.
They all
Well,
suck.
there's some good ones, but some of them are like one was like 46 minutes long. I was like, that is.
We're getting there.
We're definitely.
Yeah, but we had some other stuff and
Dude,
some filler in here.
I just want to say, like, I've watched a 3-hour review of The Last Jedi, and I enjoyed every moment of it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mahler. His reviews are amazing.
Wow.
So. But
Go ahead.
I will. I will. I guess I'll end it on this quote or analysis. This is a quote from Takagi to Hirano. You need to put down the Walmart Cheetos and exercise.
Wow. That's what you wanted to end on.
When she said
That's
that,
what
I was
you
like
were,
blown away. I was like, what? I've never heard Walmart Cheetos.
What
Great
is
value.
Walmart's- Yeah, I was gonna say, what is Walmart's brand?
That's
Well,
great
great
value.
value Cheetos. I was
Yeah.
like, why is this dubbed? Like, did they actually say that in the sub?
I highly doubt it.
I think a lot of this stuff
Yeah.
is probably.
I think it had to be changed
it's
for the show
American
to
or Western
yeah,
comedy. Yeah,
exactly.
because it's very different.
Like the Sarah Palin comment,
Oh,
super dated. Like that show is so dated because of that
Yeah.
comment.
Well, just that episode where it's like, what are you, Sarah fucking Palin?
Yeah,
I was like, literally in 5 years, no
what
one's
she
gonna
was
know who Sarah
relevant in
Palin
like
is.
yeah,
1905. Like
Back when I was still writing my dinosaur when Sailor Palin was relevant.
jeez.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Well, you just want to talk some shit?
I thought we
About
were going
what?
to talk
Yeah.
about Tokyo Gore Police.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't think
No.
so.
I don't think
we
I can.
could.
No.
Okay.
So,
Good.
update on Astro Boy.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's up with that?
Okay, go ahead. You explain what's going on, like the situation between us and Astro
Okay.
Boy right now.
So Elliot has a copy.
I'm gonna grab a beer.
Okay. Of Astro Boy, the 1982, I think is when it came out version, and it's very hard to come by, and if you can find it, it's around $200 to purchase. So he gave it away. He gave it away to somebody, and I told him how valuable it was, and he's like, "Oh, well, I can get it back, and I'll give it to you, as in me." And so now we're waiting to see what's going on with that.
Okay, so I didn't just give it to somebody. This is what kind of happened.
Okay.
I had a bunch of DVDs I didn't want anymore, and I put them all in a box and said free DVDs and put it into my workplace. And I
Really?
was told this one guy took the Astro Boy box set,
Yeah.
and I asked him about it, and he said he didn't.
Really?
And he said it probably was one of the other ladies at work who brought it home to her kids. So I'm gonna have to put a lost and found Astro Boy.
Really?
I'm gonna have to like print out Astro Boy. Like, if you seen this, please return this.
Dang. That's so much, but it's worth it, man.
Astro Boy was like quite a show.
It was.
Yeah.
His shirt came off every time.
Every
he was
fight.
into a battle. Oh my gosh. He would just like flex and his shirt was gone.
It's basically the first like shonen.
Yeah,
anime,
pretty much.
Pretty much.
But it's
It
like
had a lot of the.
What about
basis.
Kimba the Lion?
Is Kimba? Is it? Oh shit! No, Kimba the Lion was the basis for Lion King, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like an old show though.
yeah.
The White Lion.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Astro Boy. I remember Richie from Richie from the back of the bus.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was like, this is
a lot of
this is
context there.
like yeah, I know, right? I was like, what? This is like 13 years ago, maybe longer.
He gave it to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He
I thought
gave
it
me-
was. I thought it was Keegan that gave it.
No,
to you.
Keegan didn't give it to you. Richie gave it to me.
Oh really?
Yeah, Richie gave it to me. Richie from back of the bus.
Shout out to Richie from the back of the bus.
He's my fucking boy, Richie from the back of the bus. We go way back, me and Richie.
Yeah, you like anybody's like, hey, cop comes up to you like, hey, you know that guy? Oh yeah, that's Richie from the back of the bus.
He had a band or something.
Yeah.
I used to think he was really cool. He probably was cool. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
remember.
he was a cool like a pop punk.
No, he wasn't like,
like-
he's like a metalcore kid.
Oh, metalcore.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He just wore skinny jeans before skinny jeans were really popular. Like that was when the hipster trend really started.
I was wearing skinny jeans then too.
Yeah, you were. You did that for a
Nice.
while.
So I did. So you guys did your thing on the fall anime.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch all of it. What
There's a lot.
What are your
out now.
suggestions? What are the good ones? Like for
Okay.
the first episode.
All right, Orisuke.
You already hit it on a Hironosora.
Yeah. You didn't like a Hironosora.
I'm trying to.
Hatage Kimono Michi or Kimono Michi Rise Up. It's an isekai, but it's actually really
about
funny.
an animal lover.
Yeah,
Does not want any
basically
harm to come in
this
to any
dude
humans.
is a pro wrestler in our world, and a princess from another world summons him as their hero to kill demon beasts. But his goal in life was to own a pet shop because he loves animals so much. So he gets summoned, and they're like, yes, great hero, we've summoned you so you can kill the demon beast. He's like, demon beast? Wait, beasts? They must be animals. So he's like, gets real upset, suplexes this princess, and then runs away, and then starts friending these demon beasts. Like,
Okay.
and he basically like hates
Jeez.
anybody who says
Yeah.
he wants to kill, like they want to kill these demon beasts because he loves animals so much. So he's collecting the demon beasts now to.
Jeez, don't spoil it, man.
Sorry.
Jeez,
Okay.
jeez, man. Let me watch the
Golly,
show
dude.
first.
It's only 2 episodes in. Is
Already
that really a
spoiled
spoil?
so much.
Well, since
I'm just kidding.
since we're doing spooky month, okay, what is an example of an anime that isn't a harsh anime that is actually like an episode that has like scared you? You remember being like creepy?
Serial Experiments Lane was one. I don't know if if it was a horror, it's a psychological thriller.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot. That is a really
You know what
deep
freaks
show.
me out?
It's actually really relevant now too. I would recommend watching it.
Okay.
It's just a lot. I don't know if you could marathon it because it is a lot to take in.
Dang,
Like each
okay.
episode is very dense. I think you might actually appreciate it, Elliot.
Okay.
Serial Experiments Lane. It's like really.
I love the
well-reviewed.
darker stuff.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a good one.
You know, I didn't think I had something like to say about that, but thinking back, Fate Zero.
Oh, really?
When
The serial killer guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
summons his guy and he kills like the parents and the kid.
Mm-hmm.
That like freaked me out. I was like, dang, this like
I think
That's
that
what I knew. It
Actually,
was gonna be
has
dark.
The horror. Well, it's on Mal. It has horror genre, but I wouldn't consider it a horror.
yeah, I didn't
It's
think it
not
was
like
a
a-
yeah. It's not like really a horror.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I check Mal and they have the genres attached to it, I'm like,
Yeah.
is
Is it
maybe?
really?
Like,
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist
that's
always
a good one.
always takes me like because I watched that when I was pretty young.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many episodes I've seen that just have scarred me, especially when they Brotherhood when they bring back their mother
Yeah.
and they have that episode
Yeah.
and the mother is like whatever it is, it's just
Yeah.
black goop and limbs are cut off and his brother's dead. Like that was a disturbing ass
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
episode.
as a child to watch
yeah.
that?
It was
Yeah.
very
Oh
intense.
yeah, my
That explains a lot, Elliot.
my younger cousin watched that recently, and she said for a while she had nightmares of that episode.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was like 2 years ago she watched it,
Wow.
and she was probably like 13.
13.
then.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's young. That's
Yeah.
young. And to watch that, yeah. Hey, anime's not just for kids.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
a lot of
Actually, most of it's not for kids.
most of it.
Oh yeah, it's actually hard to find one I can suggest to my younger
Yeah,
cousins.
basically any Ghibli movie. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Most shonen. Most shonen.
Most shonen,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, my, FMA is technically a shonen.
Yeah. Well, what was I going to say? Sword Art Online, you could show to kids.
Except for the weird rape part.
Sword Art Online? Oh,
By
actually,
that point,
at
they
the
should have
end.
already
At
dropped
the end.
that show.
That's right. Yeah.
At that point, that should
I
have.
forgot
already
about
been
that at the
dropped.
end, yeah.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist was. There's a lot of really disturbing episodes.
I thought one of the most disturbing ones was when the alchemist, Show Tucker, he changes his daughter into.
I was going to mention that.
That was
that
super
Yeah,
always
that's-
that's
yeah.
always in the
What-
back of my mind. That I think of that so much. It was so
Actually, that
fucked
gets
up.
memed a lot.
Yeah, well, because it's Well, it's been enough time has passed that you can make
Yeah.
fun of
But
it.
that was a fucked up
It
episode.
was really
man.
messed.
Yeah.
Did you only watch Brotherhood?
No, I watched the original,
'Cause
but
I think
I
the-
can't remember too much of it.
I think
I
the
watched it-
original made it way scarier.
I watched it on Adult Swim back in the day, so
Yeah.
it was a while ago.
Yeah,
You
the
were allowed
original
to stay
did a
up
way
late.
better job of that scene.
Trying to think what else was Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger was actually there was some episodes that creeped me out from Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't remember being scared during Yu-Gi-Oh.
Not like scared, but very like disturbed by the content. I think like Pegasus especially, like taking people's souls and they're just like these husks. Like Kaiba's brother Mokuba was just like a husk in this cage, and he was fighting again. Like I just found the whole thing very disturbing. Like his soul wasn't there; it was trapped in this card of this like creepy Yugi boy.
Whoa.
Kaiba boy.
Whoa.
You want your brother? Yeah, I found a couple episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of like creepy as a kid.
You always looked into stuff, like way analyzed everything too.
I might
even
have.
as a kid, definitely.
Maybe.
That's why
it's like 100%.
Yeah, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind.
Is there any other like non-horror anime that has like creeped you out, like an episode at least?
I was gonna say Parasite, but that's still technically a horror.
Parasite's a horror.
Yeah.
It's like more body horror.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else that creeped me out though.
Like when you were younger.
No, because I didn't watch a lot of anime like on Adult Swim and stuff.
Oh, okay. Because I watched a lot on Adult Swim, and even Inuyasha kind of creeped me out a couple times when I was younger. There's some episodes that were pretty creepy from Inuyasha. And apparently I'm saying that wrong. Every time I say it to my younger cousin, who's just recently like watched, who's recently just watched all of Inuyasha. Apparently I say it wrong. I don't know what I'm saying wrong.
How do you say it?
Inuyasha.
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 Like a Shiba
Inuyasha.
Inu. Shiba Inu. Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
Batoon.
Inuyasha. Batoon.
Yeah. Batoon.
Batoon.
I actually thought Spirited Away was kind of creepy.
Yeah, definitely.
That had like a lot of creepy imagery, like when the parents turned into pigs.
Oh,
yeah.
That always stuck in my mind.
And that's an isekai, by the way, transported into another world.
Oh wow, that was the foundation.
I question
It's a good
that.
one though.
Yeah.
Are most isekai crap?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, because it's like it's not a genre, but it's just kind of like a story element. And when you repeat it,
It's cheap.
yeah, it's very cheap after a while.
Did you say the writer of Konosuba also did?
Oh yeah, Kunimichi Rise Up.
Yeah.
Same writer
Yep.
as Konosuba. Have you watched Konosuba?
Nuh-uh.
We're watching Konosuba.
Okay, tonight? Okay. So I also have a game called Mad Father. It's kind of a
It's like a horror.
It's like an RPG
game.
maker, like pixelated, like kind of like look.
Horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the art is very like
Anime.
yeah
Anime-esque.
anime-esque.
Okay. Can respect that.
So I'll show you this. We'll watch both of them.
Oh, we can do whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever
Like
makes
plenty of
sense.
time.
Yeah.
Dimension W has a really creepy horror episode.
I haven't watched that.
I am trying to remember Dimension W.
So when I watched Dimension W, it was on Adult Swim the first time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And the first episode I saw was they were like going into this haunted house and seeing
Oh, I know which episode. you're talking about.
like these visions of like death and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's like a horror house investigation anime. It's not. It's not that. It's a whole another thing. But it was a creepy episode.
That was a pretty good like kind of mini arc they had though. Mm-hmm. I did like that one. What did you think of Dimension W? Just like what's your quick?
I like it. I feel like I need to rewatch it though. It's been a while.
I kind of didn't like. I liked the idea of it. I didn't really like the show itself though. It was because
I liked the characters and stuff like that.
I did like the characters.
I feel like the plot was a little bland.
Yeah,
and
that's
it just
how
kind of
I
fell
felt.
off.
I do like the manga covers though, especially Volume 15.
Oh, dude, they're awesome looking. Yes.
Wasn't there another show we were just talking about that where we like the characters but the show itself isn't very good?
Kashi.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because I do like Hotaro. She is wife. Snack queen.
Yeah. I like her style.
Yeah.
The eyes creep me out a little bit though.
Yeah, she does have a very deranged look.
Yeah, and
In
they're
her
like her
eyes.
eyes are like kind of crossed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're just spiraling and out of control.
Because she's so hopped up on sugar.
Pretty much. It's like a show just about Japanese snacks.
Yeah.
Nagashi.
Oh, you sent me that as one of the ones to watch, right?
I believe so.
It's not a great show, but it's just funny.
Yeah. It's like a throwaway show.
Yeah, pretty much. It will make you crave some Japanese snacks.
Yeah,
Alex.
some Pocky.
What's up?
Your mom's a throwaway show.
Dang.
I was like, wow.
That was brutal. I don't
Wow,
know.
yeah, out of nowhere.
I was like-
out of left
I
field.
wonder what he's going to tell me today.
You never know what you're going to get.
Jeez, give me a second. I need to recover.
So, Alex brought a movie called I Am Hero.
Oh yes,
It's a Japanese zombie movie too.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
based on the manga.
I saw you
by the
brought
same
like
name.
a stack of scary stuff.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween month.
Hellsing.
I figured I'd bring some stuff to set
Another.
the mood.
Did you bring another?
No, that's you have another. I didn't
Okay.
care for another.
Yeah, I thought for
Except
some
the
reason I
death
thought you
scenes.
brought it.
Death scenes were dope.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, here real fast. Is what's better, High School of the Dead or another?
Ooh,
is that a hard decision to make?
no, High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to horror.
Horror. Well, another's like kind of one of the only like real
Right?
horror that I can think of. Like,
I,
there's
I would
Ghost
consider
Town,
Hellsing a horror.
horror. Yeah, but like
It's kind of action.
Hellsing is more of an action horror. This
Yeah.
is more of like a mystery horror.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
yeah.
haunted house,
Yeah.
like haunted
The
school.
dolls are creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shown. The way it's kind of like a Final Destination in a way.
A little bit.
Yes, a little bit. But I think it sets like a really creepy tone.
Yeah.
Like very dark
Ha-
colors.
Have you watched Hellgirl?
Hellgirl is another.
It's very
Good
similar
one.
to Death Note in a way because people have to go online and they
They type the name of the person they hate or
Yep.
they want.
to die.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But that after the person that did that can't go to
Heaven.
or hell.
Yeah.
Like their spirit will.
Is that
linger
Netflix?
forever. Or no, I think they go to hell.
I can't. Yeah, I think maybe they'd go to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Death Note is they just don't go anywhere. Right. They're in purgatory.
No, that's just
Is it ever explained where they go?
For what?
Death Note.
Yeah.
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 No, not the people he kills, but him Light. His soul never goes to heaven.
Light
Yeah.
gets to
It's
the
like stuck
Shimigami
forever,
purgatory.
or it's
realm.
gone
Yeah.
forever or something
Purgatory.
like that. Yeah.
Although he is referenced in an anime. I don't want to say it just in case if Elliot decides to watch it. I'm not sure if you watched it, but now I can't say it.
It's fine.
But yeah, so Hellgirl is like very similar to that.
Okay.
Really good, really good show.
Why aren't there more horror anime?
There are a lot of horror anime. They're just not all. They're not good.
Yeah,
That's,
I feel like
the
it's hard.
problem.
I feel like it's hard to portray horror
Yeah.
in animation, and
Yeah.
like I mean, I guess you can portray it, but it just doesn't do the same as if you watch a live action.
I mean,
horror
there's-
show.
I disagree because there's tons of games that are like horror games that use anime art and stuff like that, like Mad Father.
I guess that's true.
which I think do horror pretty effectively. So why can't anime emulate that? Why can't anime?
Well, I mean-
They've tried adapting horror games. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Well, I think
There's
also
Corpse
it's
Party.
not in your face horror. You know, the scare factor isn't in it, like in anime.
Yeah.
Like with the game, the scare factor is there. Like the one game we were playing that we were talking about last time.
Monstrum.
Yeah, Monstrum. Like you're running around corners and all of a sudden, like somebody is like very quiet, you know, with just like some eerie sounds in the background, and then all of a sudden they're there chasing you and searching for you. Anime is not like that.
I feel like you can do that though. I feel like you could do that.
could.
Like I'll show you Mad Father, and you can't. You need to tell me like this can't be adapted into an anime. It just needs to stop being so extra. All right, anime needs to like because they always want to go above and beyond and have like a lot of reactions to things, and sometimes you just need to like keep the reactions to a minimum to really get you in that horror aesthetic, and it can do that. I think Attack on Titan is like a perfect example of the reaction you should have to like horrific things happening in front of you. If you just did something like Attack on Titan, try to keep it very realistic, because I feel like anime always wants to make it very like over the top or cutesy or weird. And
But
I
you
still
also
feel
have to
like
think
Attack on Titan's
it's
kind
also
of
a
over the
different
top
culture.
with their reactions. They yell like a lot, and it's
Yeah.
like super loud. But it's
Yeah.
just like when I see it, I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
I get taken out a bit. Like it's a reaction I could see happening, but the way
Yeah.
they do it, when then like the soundtrack just blaring too, I feel like it doesn't scare me. Right?
Yeah, but you got to think it's also a different culture because there a lot of anime that are popular there aren't as popular here, and vice versa.
yeah, but
So, I mean-
Japanese horror is like a thing, like the Ring,
Yeah, but
like
maybe
the
they
Ring,
just-
the Grudge,
Maybe they don't enjoy it in anime.
and
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, I'm sure
mean,
there's a reason
I'm
because if it hasn't been done, I'm sure somebody would do it.
Yeah.
And
Like all you'd have to do is make an anime of like a family who moves into a house and it's haunted by some weird Japanese spirit, and have that like a 12 episode miniseries or a like it's weird to me that's never been made.
I mean, because they have horror anime, but sometimes they tend to be like super artsy, like Mononoke.
Yeah,
It's like very like I can't explain the art style. I'll show pictures of it later.
like another's the closest that I can think
Yeah,
to
it's
that,
the only one I
that,
can
that
think of.
captures that, and it's not that great.
Yeah, and then there's like I think there's Shiki, but the art style won't like get because it's like a weird art style too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's got to be. I don't know. I feel like anime can be creepy, like scary, like where it's just like this really gross character doing something really like
Yeah.
messed up, but it won't get to like a terrified scary.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
I feel like it could though.
I don't know. I haven't seen. Maybe Serial Experiments Lane kind of has. It's not a horror though, but it
Yeah.
has like a scene that's kind of like scary. Actually, my Devil's a Part-Timer.
Yeah.
There's one scene that I thought was kind of scary. Was when they go to the haunted house, and you remember there's like there's like these girl that's like calling her mom, and then her mom's just like on the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a horror. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
They just go to a horror house. But I thought that was like kind of creepy. Actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weirdly enough, a lot of comedy writers can do horror pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the guy who wrote Shazam recently, he did nothing but horror movies up until then, for the most part. Same with Joker. You got Todd Phillips write Joker. So
Really?
the who did Hangover.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I feel like get the guy who wrote Hinamatsuri to write a horror. I feel like you do it pretty good.
Yeah.
I just like I want to see that horror. There's this another couple of things where it's like these animated ghost stories, but it's all like you know what I'm talking about.
Something. Does it start with like a Y or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
And just take that concept and animate it like a regular anime.
Yeah.
And-
Wow, I forgot about that show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That does a pretty solid job, but it's just like it's not like fluid animation either.
Yeah, it's like a picture,
yeah,
a
it's like
moving picture book.
motion pictures or
Yeah.
something like that. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Even from anime movies, I don't think there's a horror that I can think of.
Yeah.
We have like zombie movies, but yeah, they don't really do like a scary ghost, right? There's Ghost Hunt, which would be maybe kind of close, but I don't think it's more of a shoujo art style too, so it probably wouldn't be that scary.
Yeah.
I want a scary show. I love horror. I want a scary anime.
Write one.
I should write one. Let's
Yeah.
Move to Japan.
that's cultural
Yeah.
appropriation. I can't do that.
You have to know. You just move to Japan, like Felipe Smith, and then get published in a manga magazine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
There you
can
go.
be done. It's been done before.
let's do it.
Yes, Felipe Smith. Shout out.
All
to
right.
him.
Yep.
All
Is
new
this our
all new
Bakuman?
Ghost Rider?
Is this our Bakuman?
Oh, it could be. It
Yeah,
could
but
be.
three of us
The
instead.
three of us.
Well, yeah.
Who knows how to draw?
Can you draw?
No,
Neither can I.
I guess I'll have to draw.
Yeah.
You guys just come up with the ideas.
Yeah, you're
We'll make stick
pretty
figures.
good actually.
Huh?
I know how to do the Dragon Ball Z.
Well, we just got to
eyes.
do the
No,
soundboard.
it
We
just-
can find
It
somebody
could just
to
be
draw.
simple art like Demon Slayer. Then we get picked up by Ufotable, and then when it's animated, they do
Yeah,
the best-
an
the best
amazing
of the
job.
best.
Yeah, there you
Nice.
go.
High
Perfect.
production, aiming high.
All right.
Look out for 2022. I
Yep.
guess give us enough time to save up, move to Japan, live in a
2023.
one-room.
Another show where they
apartment.
can't use the Z word.
Just three guys.
Just three guys in a
In a small apartment. Writing Z
in
words.
a Japanese apartment.
Japanese apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping Z words.
Don't want. Yeah, be careful of that Z word. Gonna have to bleep out. We should every
Bleep
time we
out
say
every time
yeah.
you say Z word.
Zombie!
Yeah.
Oh my God, Elliot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
Just
mean,
make
what
him
would
more
you
work
call
now.
him? The transcendent living.
Transcendent.
Is that the politically correct
That's
term?
the politically
Yes.
correct term. Don't call them zombies. That's offensive. It's
Okay.
transcendent
Very.
living.
Yes, please.
It's formally alive.
Formerly alive.
Formerly alive. Are you one of the formerly alive?
Yeah. Have you watched Space Dandy?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, there's a episode where they get turned into zombies, and they're talking about how the guy who's narrating is like translating their moans. There's like the way they moan is actually them having a conversation, but it's like the same thing all the,
The
time.
narrators.
Yeah,
Yeah, the narrators.
That's good.
yeah.
Okay.
That was a pretty funny episode.
So what are we watching tonight?
We could watch I Am Hero
Okay.
if you want. and
Sounds
then
interesting.
See where that takes us.
Would you like to check out Mad Father for a second?
Sure. I'm
Okay.
down.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go check out Mad Father and watch I Am Hero. Kind of an upstop, but thanks for listening.
The
Thanks for
episode
coming
is
on again,
done.
Elliot.
It's done as
Yep.
fuck. Thank you for letting me on.
Thanks
Of
for
course.
being on the first horror anime review of the month, and we'll see what's coming up to you guys next.
All right. Bye.
Cut it.